feeling like the best years are behind you. Like maybe the get up and go got up and went. You wake up some mornings and just feel heavier, not just in weight, but in spirit. The things you used to do easily, whether it was working in the garden, playing with grandkids, or just getting off the couch, feel like a bigger effort now. It's frustrating. Isn't it? You look in the mirror and see a man who looks older than he feels inside. Or maybe he feels exactly as old and tired as he looks. There's this quiet fear that maybe this is just how it is now, a slow fade, that aches and stiffness are just your new normal, that your energy will keep dipping, and your sharpness isn't quite what it was. You hear people say, "You're not getting any younger," and it lands with a thud because you're living it. But what if there was a way to not just slow that down, but to actually feel better? To reclaim some of that vitality, that spring in your step, that clear-headedness you thought was lost. What if a simple approach, something rooted in ancient wisdom from a place like Thailand, could actually change how you experience this time of your life? It sounds too good to be true. I know, but I want to share something with you that genuinely shifted things for me. And for many others I've spoken to, it's not a magic pill, but it feels pretty close to magic in its effect on daily life. In this video, we're going to explore the principles behind this incredible Thai technique and how you can easily weave its powerful practices into your own life. Starting today. These aren't complicated rituals or expensive treatments. They are surprisingly simple, yet profoundly effective ways to unlock more energy, improve flexibility, sharpen your mind, and just feel more alive. Watch to the end for something that will truly surprise you with its simplicity and impact. So, let's dive into this. The core of what I learned, drawing inspiration from traditional Thai approaches to well-being, isn't about chasing youth, but about cultivating vitality and balance at any age. It's based on the idea that your body has an incredible capacity to heal and thrive. You just need to give it the right support. Think of it less like a strict regimen and more like nurturing a garden. You need the right soil, the right water, the right sunlight. For your body as you get older, those right things become even more critical. One of the first pillars of this approach, and something that I found made an almost immediate difference, is focusing on gentle, flowing movement that encourages energy circulation. We're not talking about lifting heavy weights or running marathons here, unless that's already your thing. This is about reconnecting with your body's natural ability to move freely without strain. In Thailand, you see people of all ages practicing forms of gentle movement, like Tai Chi or specific stretching routines. Often early in the morning, it's not just exercise. It's viewed as tending to your internal energy pathways. Consider this: how often do you spend your day sitting? For many of us, it's hours upon hours. This static posture is the enemy of vitality. It constricts blood flow, tightens muscles, and makes you feel stiff and sluggish. This Thai-inspired principle says you need to intentionally introduce fluidity back into your day. A simple way to start. A practice I adopted that felt foreign at first, but is now indispensable, is incorporating short bursts of mindful movement throughout the day. Forget the idea you need a dedicated hour-long gym session. This is about integration. It could be as simple as standing up every 30 minutes and doing a few slow, deliberate stretches. Reach your arms overhead like you're greeting the sun. Twist gently from side to side like a reed in the wind. Roll your shoulders forward and back. The key is to do it mindfully, paying attention to how your body feels, where the tension is, and where you feel the movement opening things up. This isn't just physical. There's a mental component too. It breaks the cycle of sedentary stiffness, gets your blood flowing, and offers a mini reset for your brain. Another practice within this pillar is focusing on balance and stability. As we age, balance can become a concern. leading to falls and loss of confidence. Traditional Thai practices often incorporate movements that challenge balance in a gentle way. You can mimic this by simply standing on one foot for a few seconds while holding on to something for support, gradually increasing the time and maybe eventually letting go of the support. Or try walking heel to toe in a straight line. These simple acts wake up stabilizing muscles that might have been dormant, improving your posture and reducing that feeling of being unsteady. It's not about perfection. It's about consistent, gentle effort. It's about honoring your body's current capabilities while encouraging it to remember its potential for graceful movement. This focus on fluidity and stability through gentle, regular movement was a revelation for me. I started noticing less stiffness in the mornings, fewer aches at the end of the day, and a general feeling of being more capable in my own skin. It truly felt like I was lubricating the rusty joints and waking up dormant muscles. It's a fundamental shift from viewing movement as punishment or a chore to seeing it as essential nourishment for your physical and energetic body. It's about listening to your body and coaxing it back into a state of ease. Now that we've touched on the importance of gentle, flowing movement throughout the day, which is a cornerstone of this Thai-inspired vitality, let's explore another crucial element of this holistic approach that directly impacts your energy levels and overall resilience. Moving forward, the next principle I discovered, which goes hand in hand with movement, is the power of intentional rest and recovery, but approached in a way that feels quite different from just sleeping. In the West, we often push ourselves until we crash, and then we sleep. This Thai approach emphasizes periods of conscious rest and relaxation before you're completely exhausted. It's about preventing the depletion rather than just recovering from it. This isn't about long naps, necessarily, though those can be beneficial. It's about incorporating short, deliberate pauses into your day. Think of it like topping up your energy battery throughout the day instead of letting it run all the way down to zero. One practice that originates from this philosophy is a simple form of mindful breathing and stillness. You don't need to sit cross-legged on a cushion for an hour, though you can if you like. This could be as little as 5 minutes. Find a quiet spot. Close your eyes if comfortable, and just focus on your breath. Don't try to change it. Just observe it. Feel the air coming in through your nose, filling your lungs, and going back out. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your attention back to the breath. This simple act does wonders. It lowers your heart rate, reduces stress hormones, and gives your nervous system a much-needed break. Doing this even once or twice a day, perhaps mid-morning and mid-afternoon, can dramatically reduce that feeling of being drained by the end of the day. It's like hitting a refresh button. Another aspect of this focus on intentional recovery involves how you handle stress, which is a huge energy drainer as we get older. The Thai approach views stress not just as a mental burden, but something that gets held physically in the body, creating tension and blocking energy flow. Releasing this tension is vital. Gentle stretching, which we talked about, helps. But so does consciously relaxing different muscle groups. You can do a simple body scan meditation starting from your toes. Focus on relaxing each part of your body sequentially. Feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, belly, chest, back, shoulders, arms, hands, neck, face, scalp. Just mentally tell each part to soften and release any held tension. It's amazing how much energy we waste just holding ourselves tightly. This practice of conscious relaxation, even for just a few minutes, can release physical knots and quiet the mental chatter that exhausts you. It's not about being lazy. It's about being wise with your energy. By regularly engaging in these short periods of mindful breathing and conscious relaxation, you build resilience. You learn to recognize the early signs of fatigue and stress before they become overwhelming, allowing you to intervene and recover proactively. This prevents the deep energy debt that takes much longer to repay. It's a subtle shift, but incredibly powerful. It's about treating your body and mind with respect and giving them the moments of peace and recovery they desperately need. Scattered throughout the day, not just hoping for it at night. It's about nurturing your internal reserves, making sure you have energy to spend throughout the day, rather than constantly running on fumes. This practice of intentional rest and tension release was another piece of the puzzle that dramatically improved my daily experience. It reduced that frazzled feeling and replaced it with a calmer, more sustained energy. Now that we've explored the power of gentle movement and intentional recovery through stillness and relaxation, let's delve into a third vital component of this holistic approach, which focuses on nourishment, not just eating, but how you nourish your body and your senses in a way that promotes longevity and well-being from the inside out. Continuing this journey inspired by Thai wisdom, we arrive at the principle of mindful nourishment. This isn't just about counting calories or macros. It's about eating in a way that honors your body and supports its natural functions. In Thailand, food is often seen as medicine, and there's a deep understanding of how different ingredients impact the body. For men over 60, focusing on nutrient-dense foods becomes even more critical for maintaining muscle mass, supporting cognitive function, and keeping inflammation at bay. One key takeaway from this perspective is the emphasis on fresh, whole foods, particularly vegetables and lean proteins. Think vibrant colors on your plate, leafy greens, bright red peppers, deep orange carrots. These foods are packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that are essential for fighting cellular damage and keeping your body functioning smoothly. Instead of processed snacks or sugary drinks that give you a quick spike followed by a crash. This approach encourages slow-burning energy sources. This means things like complex carbohydrates found in rice or sweet potatoes, healthy fats from nuts, seeds, or avocado, and sufficient protein from sources like fish, poultry, or legumes. It's about providing your body with the building blocks it needs to repair and rejuvenate itself. But mindful nourishment is also about how you eat. In Thailand, meals are often a communal event, eaten slowly and savored. Bringing that principle into your own life means slowing down when you eat. Chew your food thoroughly. Pay attention to the tastes, textures, and smells. This isn't just about enjoying your meal more. It aids digestion. When you eat quickly, you swallow more air, and your digestive system has to work harder. Slowing down allows your body to process food more efficiently, absorb nutrients better, and signal to your brain when you're full. Preventing overeating. It also turns eating from a rushed necessity into a calming, enjoyable part of your day, which reduces stress, another form of nourishing your well-being. Another crucial aspect is staying properly hydrated. Often, as we age, our sense of thirst can diminish, leading to subtle dehydration which can manifest as fatigue, headaches, and even confusion. This Thai approach reinforces the importance of sipping water consistently throughout the day, not just when you feel thirsty. Warm water or herbal teas are often preferred, as they are seen as gentler on the digestive system. Think of hydration as flushing out the system and keeping everything flowing smoothly. Finally, within this principle of nourishment is the idea of finding balance, not just in what you eat, but in your relationship with food. It's not about strict deprivation, but about making wise choices most of the time and allowing for occasional indulgences without guilt. It's about recognizing that food is fuel, but it's also pleasure and connection. By focusing on fresh ingredients, slowing down to eat, staying hydrated, and seeking balance, you are actively supporting your body's ability to maintain energy, repair tissues, and feel its best. This shift in perspective from just eating to mindful nourishment was powerful. It changed how I shopped for food, how I prepared it, and how I experienced mealtimes. I noticed improved digestion, more stable energy levels throughout the day, and just a general feeling of being better fueled. It feels less like following rules and more like genuinely caring for yourself from the inside out. This focus on what you consume and how you consume it, combined with the mindful movement and intentional rest we discussed earlier, creates a powerful synergy. Now that we've covered mindful movement, intentional rest, and mindful nourishment, 3 pillars inspired by this profound Thai technique, let's bring it all together and talk about the most surprising aspect, the one that ties everything together and can truly change everything for men over 60. So, we've talked about incorporating gentle, flowing movement throughout your day to improve flexibility and energy circulation. We've explored the power of intentional rest and conscious relaxation to manage stress and build resilience. And we've discussed mindful nourishment, focusing on fresh, whole foods and the importance of how you eat. These practices alone, if you start weaving them into your life, will make a difference. You'll likely feel more energetic, less stiff, and generally better within yourself. But the real secret, the surprising element from this Thai approach that truly changed everything for me and for many others, isn't just doing these things. It's the attitude you bring to them, the underlying principle that makes them sustainable and profoundly effective. It's the cultivation of metta, or loving kindness, towards yourself. Think about it. How often are we hard on ourselves? We push too hard, ignore our body's signals, criticize our imperfections, and feel guilty when we don't meet some arbitrary standard. This self-criticism is a massive drain on energy and well-being. The surprising core of this Thai technique, the part that goes beyond just physical practices, is the deliberate cultivation of kindness and compassion towards your own aging body and mind. It's about accepting where you are right now without judgment, and then approaching these practices, the movement, the rest, the nourishment, not as chores you have to do, but as acts of caring for someone you deeply value yourself. When you move gently, it's not because you're forced to exercise, but because you are treating your joints and muscles with respect and kindness. When you take a moment to breathe and relax, it's not because you're lazy, but because you are giving your overwhelmed nervous system a moment of peace. When you choose nourishing foods, it's not about sticking to a rigid diet, but because you are fueling your body with the love and care it deserves. This shift in perspective changes everything. It turns effort into self-care. It replaces guilt with grace. It makes the practices feel less like a burden and more like a gift you give yourself every day. This doesn't mean ignoring health issues or not striving to improve. It means approaching improvement from a place of acceptance and kindness, not frustration or self-blame. If your body is stiff today, you don't curse it. You acknowledge the stiffness and choose movement that is appropriate and gentle. An act of compassion. If you slip up on your eating, you don't feel like a failure. You acknowledge it and choose nourishing food for the next meal. An act of forgiveness and renewed self-care. Cultivating this metta, this loving kindness towards yourself, is the glue that holds all these practices together. It makes them sustainable because they become expressions of self-respect rather than obligations. It shifts your focus from what your body can't do anymore to appreciating what it can do and gently encouraging it. It reduces the stress of aging by replacing fear with a calm acceptance and an active commitment to care for the person you are. Right now, at this age, this was the biggest surprise for me. I expected physical tips, maybe some dietary advice, but discovering that the most potent element was an internal shift, a conscious decision to be kind to myself, was profound. It made all the other practices feel easier, more natural, and far more effective. It's like trying to push a car versus gently coaxing it forward. Loving kindness provides the gentle momentum. Remember, small changes adopted with a spirit of kindness can make a truly significant difference to your health, your energy, and your overall happiness as you navigate your 60s and beyond. You don't have to adopt everything at once. Start with one gentle movement practice for a few minutes a day. Add a 5-minute breathing break. Be mindful of what you eat for just one meal. And most importantly, observe your self-talk. Catch yourself when you're being critical and replace it with a kind, encouraging thought. This isn't about becoming someone you're not. It's about rediscovering the vibrant, capable person you still are, and supporting that person with care and wisdom. Drawing from principles that have stood the test of time, I truly hope sharing these insights, inspired by the simple yet profound wisdom of this Thai approach, helps you as much as it helped me. If any of this resonated with you, I'd love to hear about it. What part of this approach feels most challenging or most appealing to you? Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. Your story might be just what someone else needs to hear. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel and encourages me to keep creating content like this. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss future videos on living well at every age. Thank you for spending this time with me. Remember, age is just a number, but vitality is a choice. Choose kindness. Choose movement. Choose rest. Choose nourishing yourself. Live your best life at every age.